Throughout history, some leaders have completely reshaped the world, not with words, but with strategy, courage, and an unbreakable will to win. Today, we're diving into the lives of 5 of the greatest military commanders who ever lived, a lineup of tactical geniuses whose legacies are still studied today. First up, at number 5, we have the Roman legend himself, Julius Caesar. He wasn't just a politician who crossed the Rubicon. He was a military mastermind. His campaign in Gaul is a master class in strategy. Facing armies that vastly outnumbered his own, Caesar used brilliant engineering, like building bridges in record time and constructing massive siege works, to outmaneuver and conquer his enemies. His victory at the Battle of Alesia, where he defeated a massive relief force while simultaneously besieging a fortified city, is one of the most incredible military feats in history. Caesar proved that a smaller, well-disciplined, and brilliantly led army could overcome impossible odds. Coming in at number 4 is the man who redrew the map of Europe, Napoleon Bonaparte. Rising from a humble background to become the Emperor of France, Napoleon's military career is legendary. He was a master of speed and surprise. His course system allowed his army to march separately and converge on the battlefield, catching his enemies off guard time and time again. The Battle of Austerlitz, often called his masterpiece, saw him trick the combined Russian and Austrian armies into a trap, leading to a decisive victory against a much larger force. Napoleon's tactical innovations dominated European battlefields for over a decade. At number 3, we have the founder of the largest contiguous empire in history, Genghis Khan. Often seen as just a ruthless conqueror, he was also a revolutionary military organizer and strategist. He united the nomadic Mongol tribes into a disciplined, unstoppable fighting force. The Mongol army was renowned for its skilled horse archers, its brutal efficiency, and its use of psychological warfare. Genghis Khan's genius was in his organization, communication, and his ability to adapt. He created a merit-based military, used a sophisticated messenger system, and wasn't afraid to adopt new technologies from the peoples he conquered, turning his army into a truly global and modern force for its time. Our number to pick might be less known in the West, but is an undisputed giant of military history, Khalid ibn al-Walid. Initially a fierce opponent of the early Muslims, he later converted and became their most formidable general. He was given the title the Sword of God for a reason. He was undefeated in over 100 battles. Khalid was a master of cavalry tactics and daring maneuvers. At the Battle of Yarmouk, facing a massive Byzantine army, his brilliant use of mobile reserves and perfectly timed charges shattered the enemy lines, securing a victory that changed the course of history and paved the way for the expansion of the early Islamic Caliphate. His ability to turn desperate situations into stunning victories is almost unparalleled. And finally, at number 1, the king of conquerors, Alexander the Great. In just over a decade, this young Macedonian king carved out an empire stretching from Greece to India. He never lost a single battle. What made him so great? It was a combination of personal bravery. He often led the charge himself and tactical genius that was light years ahead of his time. His use of the sarissa-wielding phalanx combined with heavy cavalry was devastating. At the Battle of Gaugamela, facing a Persian army that perhaps outnumbered his 5-1, Alexander spotted a gap in the enemy line, charged directly at the Persian king Darius, and caused the entire army to collapse in panic. He didn't just conquer lands, he Hellenized them, spreading Greek culture and knowledge across the ancient world. His ambition and vision were as vast as the empire he built. These 5 commanders weren't just warriors. They were artists of the battlefield, thinkers who saw moves nobody else could. Their stories remind us how a single individual's brilliance can shape the destiny of nations and echo through the ages. Who do you think is the greatest general of all time? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic history.